In these logos, the thing that makes them work is something that is very commonplace. The logo element is just part of a standard font, deployed in a clever way. It's an apostrophe, an equals sign, an infinity sign, more than, omega sign, another apostrophe, an opening quote, an exclamation mark, an asterisk, another infinity sign, superscript, an exclamation mark, an underscore. My point here is that we have more than just 26 letters, and we should take advantage of our full character set. Here I have 4 examples. In this first, working with a company name, Alpha. I'm going to click with my type tool to make an insertion point. I'm going to choose my glyphs panel, change to the symbol font, and there I can insert the Alpha character. I will then scale that up. I will select both pieces of type and align them to their center points, Command-Shift-C, and then with both selected, come to the Align panel and align them horizontally relative to each other. For a company name with the word motion or some synonym of motion in it, all I'm going to do is use an ellipsis, 3 dots. But in this case, I want dots that are perfectly round. And in this font, which I want to use for my type, they are not round, they're more square. So I'm going to select them and change to Fira Sans, which is available on Typekit. And we have nice round dots. And I will also change their color. If your name includes letter combinations that have discretionary ligatures and you're working with a pro typeface, then perhaps you could take advantage of that. I'll come and choose my Open Type panel. If you don't see your Open Type panel, you'll find it in the Type group. And then all I need to do is click on the Discretionary Ligatures button. And we have the CT and the ST letter combinations as ligatures. Finally, we saw some examples of apostrophes used. I'm now going to imagine that my company name is apostrophe, and I want to use an apostrophe for the counter of one of the round letters. So it could be the P, but of course it's going to be the O, and I only need it for one of the O's. Type tool, click to make an insertion point. Now the apostrophe in Futura, which is the typeface I'm using here, is not nearly round and characterful enough for what I want. So I am going to come and choose an apostrophe from Zapf Dingbats. I'll insert that, scale it up. Now I'm going to want to select both of those pieces of type and convert them to outlines. And then ungroup them. Command-Shift-G or Control-Shift-G, and then ungroup. That's going to allow me to select the individual letters. So firstly, with the O, I need to release the compound path so that I can remove its current counter shape. I'll switch to my direct selection tool by pressing A, choose that interior shape, and delete it. I'll change the color of the apostrophe to white, position it over the O, and scale it as I like it. And I think I also want to slightly rotate it. I now need to select both of those shapes and make them into a compound shape. This time I'll do it using my Pathfinder options, exclude. The result is going to take on the color of the frontmost object, so it's become white. I just need to now put it back to being black. Now the reason I've done that is so that that interior shape is actually see-through rather than a solid white. And just to make my point, I will create a solid shape, send that to the back, and you see that we can see through that. So they're just some simple examples of what you can do with the characters that you already have.